Are you home right now? I'll cut to the chase. Luke and Kieran have a gift. They'll be at your doorstep in 30 minutes, and I want you to receive it in person. You're so vigilant, sweetie. But I didn't look into where your home is, hence why I'm calling. That's fine with me. Guess I'll have to trouble Luke and Kieran. They'll stop by the Hunters Association's Lost and Found and say the gift is yours. You're right. It's not efficient. I should just tape a piece of paper to the elevator on your team's floor. Then tell me how you want to receive the gift. They're already en route. Yes, just make sure the package doesn't get scanned. A gun. Yours are so cumbersome, so I spent 2 days making you a new one. It'll help you better deal with wanderers. The gun is very... That's why I told you to get it in person. A law-abiding citizen who has a fake identity and makes deals in the nest. Such are the things I'm not allowed to do. Yet, you could use nicer words when speaking to me. Just saying. All right, Lincoln City is your territory, I concede. Call me if you need me. And as for your gift, I'll give it to you next time we meet. Have you been saying it's Sylus recently? What does that even mean? Luke and Kieran were infected with your slang. Does the phrase mean it's all over for me in that context? The Wanderer is really strong. It's Sylus, like that. Ah, so you want to deal with me like how you deal with a Wanderer. For example, can you use it in a sentence? You're good at talking yourself out of trouble. Is that so? How nice are we talking here? Go on. Is that it? You're very Sylus, too. I know, you're saying I'm amazing. What about your name, then? Explain your name to me. Well, it's an adjective to describe someone who doesn't fear death. The type to do the craziest thing without a second thought. And here's an example of it being a verb. It means trying to deny something. Would you look at that? There's also a noun definition. It can refer to a cat with sharp claws and a feisty attitude. It can also mean someone who's very irritating. Yet it's difficult to do anything about them. You called a dozen times. What's up? I know. He'll come back when he's bored. I'd be very impressed if you can kill a mechanical crow. Isn't that what you want? You've been looking up N109 Zone's crows, and how to turn off a mechanical crow. I know that you tried to feed him water, knocked on his head, and surrounded him in gems. You looked it up right in front of him. Did you really think he wouldn't tell me? Mephisto is very useful. He can lock onto targets and detect abnormal signals. He'll come in handy. Don't underestimate yourself. You're more useful than you think. He'll follow you for a few days. Weren't you telling me about how you feel like you're being watched these days? Don't use your evol as much. If you need anything done, get Mephisto to do it. Do you really think I've nothing better to do than spy on you? But it's fun to hear him tell on you 800 times a day. How can you do that to such an adorable animal? Why can't you get along with a bird? Just got his report. He's telling on you. Forget it. I'm calling him back now. I never thought there'd come a day where I'd have to be a mediator between you and a bird. Just a heads up, there's a package arriving for you in a minute. Or less than a minute, I guess. Your doorbell is ringing. So that my sweet little hunter won't be stressing out over an assessment the next time we meet. It'll help calm your nerves. Even the rocks on the roadside in the N109 zone could tell. I'll send some recipes over in a minute. Pick the ones you like. If you don't feel like cooking today yourself, I have the dishes cooked and delivered to you. So you know me better than I do myself now? What's different? Tell me. I see. You're doing a really neat job imitating the way I speak. The whole N109 zone might just fall for that. If there are any more undercover missions in the future, you'll be able to hold the fort on your own without my help. Who could ever do anything to me except you? You're so worried about the assessment now. You're not going to stop thinking about it even if I take you out on a relaxing trip. There's nothing more powerful than relying on yourself to get your act together. Believe in yourself. Call me if you want to take a walk. I'll be there for you anytime you need me. Just sent you the recipes. Your candlelit dinner awaits. Hey, sweetie. It's almost dinner time. What are you doing? It's a shame I can't watch you panic in person. You fight wanderers. Why are you afraid of a few websites? Also, tell me what ad got you to pull your trigger finger. Do you really want it? Maybe it's better when you can't have something. I'll just throw away this plushie, I guess. What else could it be? Your disappointment was palpable when you found out we didn't get a pre-order. Now I'm conflicted. Should I even give it to you? perhaps I should let you struggle for just a few more days. Are you sure you want this custom-made crow plushie for bedtime? You change your mind so quickly. Well, we have time. I'm still deciding what to have for dinner. Can I get back to you later? I need to think about this. After all, you only cherish things when you don't have them. You may take a certain someone for granted if you see him too often. What are you doing? You sound tired, kitten. I thought you were going to turn into a wanderer after all that fighting. Another all-nighter? You haven't been able to take a break at all this week. That sounds awful. If you ever feel overwhelmed, you're always welcome to hang out at my place. At least you'll be able to rest well there. I'm used to hearing your voice before I go to bed, so I wasn't able to fall asleep without it today. That's why I called. What are you planning to do? That's it. Well then, you might as well keep working. It just so happens that I have a job for you. Really? You're going to decline without even asking about it? It's simple. Turn your one-person plan into a plan for two. That shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah. And I'm wishing you the best of luck on your presentation. If you want anything else, let me know. I'll make sure to bring it with me. Do you still have questions? It'll come eventually. Tonight isn't going anywhere. We can play for as long as you like, kitten. I got your surprise. A unique toy with a rock attached to it? Where did you get this from? Do you really think you can use string to bind me? All right then. What will you do after I'm bound? It doesn't sound like it will do anything. Oh, then let me get a closer look. It's very taut. I'm impressed. I'm already wearing it. I don't expect it to keep me safe, but wearing it will put you more at ease. However, I think you need this more than I do, considering how often you get injured. Is that why you gave me a cat's eye? You wanted to watch me as if it were a real cat. Why don't you teach me what it means to be romantic, then? I already looked it up. Love, strength, and a blessed life. I don't need more strength, and I get more curses than blessings. Love, though. Is that what you... Which means it's a yes. I may have put it on willingly. As for being willingly chained down, what do you think? Mephisto complained that you're plotting against him. Speak. What's wrong, kitten? If the way you've been eyeing Mephisto lately is research, then the same can be said about the way cats hunt birds. I see. You're a silver-tongued kitten now. You wanted to use Mephisto as a living instruction manual. Here's a tip, kitten. There's a more efficient way to assemble a toy that doesn't involve staring at Mephisto. You could, I don't know, ask the person you're on a call with. That's a different matter. Are you sure you want to build it at my place? In other words, are you going to carry it all the way back home when we're done? You have a plan, huh? To be honest, I'm starting to regret this deal. It feels like I'm walking into a trap. So you want me to take care of your toy? You sure know how to pick out people, sweetie. But how can I care for a mechanical bird when I can't even change my bandages? Really, I believe it's the same thing. The bird can stay at my place, but as its owner, you need to visit it often, just in case any mishaps occur if I happen to slip up while taking care of it. Okay, sweetie, since you said those words, I'll pretend it's you and take very good care of it. You hesitated before picking up. What's wrong? Some personal matters needed my attention. You're more worried than I am. Are you scared I'll get caught? Do you have plans after work? Good. Do me a favor. Am I supposed to charge at you if I don't walk over? My colleagues are also here. They're behind me. Stand in the hallway. That's where I'm headed. Can you move to the side? There's only so much space. I thought a blood vessel was going to burst with how nervous you were. It was obvious. Too obvious, don't you think? You turned away too quickly, and our distance was too much of a coincidence. It'll make everyone think there's something between us. There is now. Check your pocket. I gave you something. It's my car keys. Well, since you have nothing to do later, can you do me a favor? I'm heading to the 15th floor to discuss something with your boss. If things go poorly, I need you to have the car ready by the time I come down. Say you'll do this for me. You know the roads here better than I do. If I die by your hands, then consider it my gift to your career. We're going for a joyride through Lincoln. Don't go home and sleep. Drive around the city with me tonight. I'm on the 15th floor now. We'll talk later. And wait for me in the car. I'll see you in a bit. What are these articles you marked as currently reading? How to be respected and revered like a boss? How to make your opponent fall to their knees with one glance. So, what have you learned? I can't comment on the kindness part, but I wear sunglasses for their intended purpose. As for the don't smile, I have reservations about that. More importantly, I would never resort to violence so easily. I'm a better source than your questionable articles. You act so tough in front of me, but you're more scared of people at a party? There, problem solved. Listen, when someone with power is at a party, they're always there to enjoy it. Just sit back, relax, and drink your wine. Someone will talk to you. Consider this a tip on how to be respected. From the N109 zone's boss himself. They always are. When's this dinner party? Are you planning to just go there? Maybe. You have time. You can practice with me before then. After all, you can't rely on the internet for advice. It has a lot of misinformation. Stop by the N109 zone. You need to experience the real deal. I heard you humming as we left the Deepspace trials. Are you in a good mood? Since when were you able to predict the future? Either way, the results were good. I have an idea. A new go-kart place opened up today. They're advertising an event, and the top 3 players get a special reward. Do you want to check it out? Why are you getting cold feet already? Don't you have that psychology of success method? What? I can't comment on how good you are with psychology or decision-making. However, you're about to become a master at Sylus success. Should I congratulate you for being one step closer? Don't worry, you'll be in first place for sure. If I didn't hear your voice, I would have thought a scammer got my phone number. What is it? Tell me. You're actually serious? You want me to help you open a blind box? Did you check my lucky index on that weird test? That's a lot, definitely. How are you so sure I didn't use up all my luck today by getting 61? You should ask someone else, sweetie. And how much did you win? Your luck's not bad. I don't risk my finances on scratch tickets. Is there someone who has a higher number than 61? Don't be upset if I fail to get you what you want. I can't say much about luck, but your optimism is higher than the norm. So, how am I supposed to help you? I think you're right. My luck is pretty good today. It's me, sweetie. The mission's progressing smoothly, I take it. I don't care about Lincoln, though. I asked how you were doing. Read that suspicious letter, and you'll see it has the location for our rendezvous tonight. A restaurant by the river. If you're too busy, we can reschedule. I just got up anyway. Okay, but you glossed over the fact that you dismissed my good intentions as suspicious. In other words, you still have to uncover the aspects that make up who I am. For example, I was more distracted today compared to the past few weeks combined. You don't know the reason? You're just as heartless as me, sweetie. But maybe you're on to something. This is the first time we're celebrating a holiday together. Let's make some good memories. Don't bother. You'll hear it more often from now on. That's unnecessary. Just give me 3 more hours. There are orchids alongside the river by the restaurant. They say orchids look lovely under the moonlight. That's why I wanted to invite you to enjoy the scenery at night. Stay with me until the moon is above our heads. Or until you fall asleep. Will you?